This podcast is for informational and entertainment purposes only. The views expressed are those of the host and guest and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of others. This content is not a substitute for professional advice. Listener discretion is advised. Welcome to the Watchlist. It's your boy Hollywood.
Yo, your boy King Bolt. What's good, my man?
Oh my gosh, it's special, fresh off the holidays. We still in holiday mode. I know I am, man.
Yeah, I'm chilling, ready for the new year, bro. How was your Christmas?
I ain't even gonna lie. And we'll get into some of the sports that was watching, but it ate good. A couple good gifts, not all the good gifts, but so I won't get in trouble. Mom, I love the socks. You know, they good. Raider socks, can't go wrong with that, man. The team losing, but my feet winning.
Look, I ain't gonna lie to you. The older I get, I appreciate them socks. You know, when you was younger, you like, where's my PlayStation? But yeah, socks these days, especially these lounging socks, I'll be like, yo, thank you. You really thinking about my well-being.
Yeah, give me some drawers, man. Give me some drawers and some pajamas.
Yeah, PJ, the lounge pants definitely go to. Yeah, I have to agree.
I'm all about stuff that I don't normally want to buy, but I want it. That's the good gifts.
Right. Yeah, no, that's real. So, I know we some news broke earlier today. Not the best news to hear. I'm sure you saw it too. One of the greats. I remember him from show with his brother Gumbel to Gumbel. You know what I mean? To come on HBO. So, rest in heaven, Mr. Greg Gumbel. The pain's over. The battle with cancer is over. Best of wishes to your family. Prayers up to that. So, yeah, bro. Even though you're racially ambiguous, I'm not sure what ethnicity you come from, but we recognize you as one of the brothers.
Yes.
But yeah, definitely sad to hear today. Sad to hear.
Yeah, rest in power, man. Rest in power, Greg Gumbel. He was mainstreaming things when a lot of people that look like us weren't doing it.
True. Fact.
He ain't had no hairline, but he had the curls, so that was something.
Hey, that S-curl box go hard, dog. You don't need that line, dog. If you look like the dude on the box, you win it.
Hey, it's tough with a dude. He said he got to comb his hair, ain't got to get no haircut. That's he just pulling them.
Hey, he don't even dry his hair. He just leave it wet and just do this. And then it. See? Yes, shit. No, let me stop. But yeah, man, just a quick toast. Greg Gumbel, bro.
Yeah.
Don't miss you, dog. Sports legend.
Stephen A., I need you to carry the torch because your lineup is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, he's carrying it with the lineup. I mean, the bad hairline is definitely he take that part on. You know what I mean? So
shout out to Stephen A. I knew he got a young joint with the way he dressing now. The man had that leather jacket with the sunglasses.
Hey man, look, I watched that little TNT special where he was challenging Kenny Smith to the free throw contest and Shaq to the 3-point. Man, he one of them dudes that look like he could hoop when he walk in the gym, and then you throw him the rock and you like, I made a bad decision.
You don't think he could hoop?
Man, probably back in the day, he had the swag of a hooper. I seen him in the gym with Lethal Shooter. I was thinking he could come out and kill him, and then he throwed up some duds, bro. I mean, the first 3 shots was air balls.
Hey, the pressure, the crowd, and all that good stuff.
But when that lights is on, you gotta perform.
Yo, Kenny Smith, how you lose to Stephen A.?
Nah, in his defense, he shot left-handed, but still, people, you're an NBA legend, so to speak. Yeah, you can't let that happen.
Shout out to Stephen A., HBCU ball player, Winston-Salem State. He get buckets back then, so he said he ain't new to this. He's true to this. He gonna talk about that basketball. So much respect to him.
That's much respect, Stephen.
So, hey, basketball, hey, we love it. That's like the birth of our friendship of basketball. But right now, football has their foot on the NBA's throat, man. That NFL on Netflix. How you feel about that, man? Did you check any of the games out?
So yeah, I checked them out. I was disappointed in some of the quality. You know, it took my TV to unpixelate a good. You know, it took a little while for that to happen. So the picture was kind of weird, but it was definitely good to have football on Christmas. It's something that I felt like we always should have had, but you know, the games weren't good, put it that way. A lot of people tuned in because, it's on Netflix. I think some of the halftime show, which we'll get into in a minute, kind of added some of the viewers. You look at their viewership when Travis Kelce starts dating Taylor Swift, and you throw another big name pop star in that mix. It's just gonna bring people to the TV. So, like I said, the games were trash. But I think Netflix is onto something. I know they're doing a lot of broadcasting with sports and different things. I know Raw's on there now, which I didn't know. You know what I mean? So I mean, Netflix is. I feel like we're going to get a Netflix TV. You know what I mean? So I'm all for change. You know what I mean? But it definitely stuck it to my love, which was basketball. I feel like they are struggling to keep people enticed, but I think we talked about it before. You got to put a better product out there for people to want to see it. So we got to tighten up on the NBA. But overall, the NFL, I applaud you. It was good to be watching football on Christmas, But yeah, definitely got to fix some of the broadband issues, Wi-Fi, whatever that may be. I don't know if it was just me. If y'all had some same issues, put that in the comments. But yeah, it took me a little minute to really get a good picture on that thing.
Yeah, for me, one I want to say that, man, the NFL is crushing it. They didn't even put, like, for the NBA, you have it's Lakers, Warriors. You got to be like big time to get on the NBA stage on Christmas. It's almost like a punishment for being, so marquee. You got to play LeBron and Steph got to play, and all these good teams. But on the NFL, it won't like it was the best games, like team-wise, matchup-wise. It was, it was lopsided, to your point. It won't like like Chiefs Steelers sound good on paper, but
Right.
it won't. It won't. They exposed the Steelers, man. Sorry, Mike Tomlin. Y'all got exposed. For me, the quality was phenomenal. It came in clear. I watched it a little bit early. They had the pro wrestlers coming in. They had celebrities. Like, they made it a thing. Netflix, I see what you're doing. You're about to tax us, and I'm not here for it, man. Keep the price where it's at, because you're about to raise the price. I see it. It was just too good. The presentation was good. The broadcasters, how it looked, like it felt like, and if sometimes it's on the different channel. Like, what is this, man? I don't like this broadcast, but the broadcast of Netflix was superior. Shout out to Greg Olson. I know you were a Panther fan. I always thought he does amazing on commentary. So I was really happy that he was on there. And, I'm a Tom Brady guy, but by no means did he justify any type of pay cut on time or anything. Like, he's that guy when it comes to broadcasting. So it was good to have him on there. It was just a good show, period. I was really, really impressed. So Netflix, y'all got 3 football games coming on tomorrow, Saturday. So by the time this airs, it's probably the same day. So I'm definitely gonna give them a second chance. King Bolt, give them a second chance to see if the quality of the program comes in good. But most definitely, we are not here for any spike increases in pay. I'm not paying more. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do
enough for that shit.
Yo, it used to be like $7, $10. This is pushing $25.
Yeah, bro. And that's the $7 that you used to be able to get the disc in the mail. You feel me? They were sending mail, and now it's like, you ain't sending no postage. Why the price go up? You know what I mean? I will say, I think they have some things on there that's, they got some Netflix shows that are really, they set up their production overall. It's not like just getting shows and putting them on there. They're doing their own thing, so I get it, but outside of the football, Netflix, I definitely thank you for what you're doing. Like I said, we spoke about the halftime show. I don't know how you feel about that, Hollywood.
Crazy. crazy. Netflix halftime show was at the level, I'm not gonna say it was at Super Bowl level, but it was close to it. Like, Kendrick's gonna have to bring his A game just because, one, Beyonce's a performer, but she used every inch of that field. Then she took it to the sky, had her daughter out. Once she had Post Malone out, I was like, oh. They're coming for it, right? I seen a lot of people online, depending on your age and demographic, was hating on Beyonce because of the Diddy situation. They're trying to lump them together. I think you can't do that until charges, cases, things of that nature comes out. I'm not buying into that, but like performance wise, Beyonce did her thing. Now, disclaimer, for me personally, yeah, as a performer, like I'm not a Beehive guy, so I'm not gonna put the R&B above a rapper. But as far as showmanship, yeah, she was A+. A+.
I mean, I will have to agree with you on the showmanship. Beyonce's always been a performer. And of course there's those moments where she's doing a lot of dancing, so there's some lip syncing going on. Now I wasn't here for the Post Malone. I'm gonna just be real. I wasn't feeling that. Blue Ivy. Um, I don't know how a young girl is, but I'm gonna be honest. She look like a mannequin out there, bro. Like, she just stiff. Faces seem forced. But shout out to her. She out here doing her thing. I feel like they got a little LeBron Bronny segment going on. She mom doing what she loves. She out there with mom. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think she's 10.
She ain't no 10, bro.
She's 10. She's just tall. She's 10. I would argue that too.
And bro,
Yeah, so yeah, you gotta not too much up Blue Ivy. She's 10 years old.
okay, we gotta look that up. Ain't no
Tall.
way.
Tall. You thought she was like 15?
She gotta be like 15, 16, bro. Then she, bro. Okay, if she's 10, I take it back. But if she's early teenager, Anyway, I don't want to dabble on that too much. Now, I do respect Beyonce for bringing out the HBCU. Shout out Texas Southern. Y'all did y'all's things, but some of it I didn't understand. When she's walking by the ladies with the veils on and had the book lights, the hymnals, I was like, this seems very ritualistic.
Yeah.
And then she pop up with the other 4 chicks. I don't know who they were. And I'm like, bring out Destiny's Child. Where Kelly and Michelle? You know what I mean?
Well, she ain't bringing them out.
We in Texas. Y'all grew up together. Like, give us what you want. You know what I mean? I don't know none of these chicks you just brought up here, honestly.
Yo,
But
two things to that point, King Bo. One, I just looked it up. January 7th, 2012. So I guess she's 11, turning 12 in like a week or so. So I guess we're both right in this regard. Second thing is,
I'll take it. She's still young. She ain't 13 yet. I mean, even if she was 13, it's still probably inappropriate for me to
that's
say.
13 million.
I don't know. I as a teenager, you know what I mean? I don't know.
We're
But
about to be canceled.
it's probably not appropriate for me to say, but I feel like they force Blue Ivy on us quite a bit. I seen the little Lion King production. I was like, if she had to try out for that part, she wouldn't have got.
Right. No, you get. I have no problem with nepotism because everyone else has been doing it for years.
Right.
But
yeah,
point as far as the young folks, I seen something that was what's the other one? Kanye daughter North.
Yeah.
North was with Kim K, and I think she's like similar age. And they were like, "How you got this little girl wearing this?" They're like, "Oh, it's Hollywood," and I think she's like 12.
She's got to be younger than Blue.
Oh my, that's crazy.
You know what I mean? And I mean, shout out to the nepotism. I feel it. You know what I mean? If I was in that position, I would probably do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like some of it y'all just force on us, and I bronze my man. I don't feel like Bronny should be in the league. You know what I mean? Let's just be honest. There's been some decent play. Even when Cole went and played in Africa, I was like, bro, this dude's been busting they behind in the gym for years, bro. And you getting a spot on the team because, you got a shoe deal or whatever the reason may be. Yeah, I mean, but he was playing professional ball, so.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, talent is a piece of it is business. Can you draw me money? Right? And then don't make me lose money. So the way it's set up and really all the sports is a lot of the play if you're really good and you got your act together, you're a LeBron, right?
Yeah.
But there's probably people that are, I ain't gonna say at LeBron level, but are top notch, but you can't be controlled. You have attitude. You know, you do too crazy with the money. So the league gets you out of there real quick. Like,
I mean, you
and I
look
don't
at
want to put on nobody, but I think of like a Monte Ellis, straight hooper. He don't get the credit he deserves. He a walking bucket, but he probably ain't gonna play the same company man games like somebody else. So they're gonna make it for them to win and push people out. Is what I'm trying to say.
no,
And
you
don't say
bring
I don't know if you got scandals or anything like that. I just say that because I think that you're a hooper.
you was a hooper, bro, and he probably still is, you know. And I look at Jaylen Brown like that with the Celtics. You know, he wasn't here for all the, you know, I'm not gonna do everything you say, and they don't Hub Buddy is like the best player on the Celtics. They still throw Jason Tatum out there. And I mean, they could go back and forth. They both had their nights. You know, I won't get into who I think is more skilled or who's better for the team, whatever that may be. But, you know, I do feel you on that instance where it's like, you know, if you get to a point to where they can't get you to do certain things, you're like, well, we don't want to work with you because you ain't working with us.
Right. Yeah,
So,
it's the business behind it. You gotta kiss them babies. You gotta go to these events. You gotta talk to the donors and sponsors and all that good stuff. Put your little suit on, sign it. You gotta act right. You gotta play. You gotta play ball, and not on the court. And if you're not
and
willing to do that, you're not gonna, you know,
that's real.
take it to the next level.
Shout out
And
Martin Lynch. I'm just here.
yes, oh yeah,
I'm just here so I don't get fined, bro. Like I
no,
got to do this so they don't find me, bro.
he different. He did. Some people are just different. Now, when you talented like that, and ain't nobody telling that man, no, he's just a walking muscle.
Beast mode,
Pause.
beast mode.
He
Hey,
need
you
them skills.
that walking muscle, bro.
He
Hey,
tough. Yo. So you're telling me you could absolutely like for $1 million, you got to tackle Marshawn Lynch. He's coming head on. What's it like the bull in the ring, and they go like this?
this is my thing. Do I have to actually get them to the ground
Yes.
for $1 million? No, I'm not laying my neck out on the line for that. Like,
The
bro,
best case scenario is you get a concussion. That's the
I
best
mean,
case.
how's that the best case? I ain't getting no $1 million. I got a hospital bill.
Because you ain't getting the million.
Yeah, I
He'll
ain't getting
break
no
his
million. I got to come out of pocket now,
he
risking it
dropped
all.
that shoulder. He might have some permanent injuries, is what I'm
Bro,
trying to
I've
say.
seen him run over 300-pound people, bro. I'm not. No. If I could trip him, maybe.
Yeah,
Is
tight.
he blindfolded? Like,
Right.
I got some different
Yeah,
criteria.
spin him around like they do before you hit the pinata.
Hit on the bat and turn around 17 times and then let him run. I'll probably get him then.
And he high when he was playing. He was drinking Hennessy and smoke. That's how you know it.
Um,
Like,
he's a hood dude. That's how he play football. He's like, that's
oh
how I
my
get
God.
these moves, bro.
Hey, I seen the special, and he was like, yeah, man, I'm drinking Hennessy before the game.
Hey,
What?
some of those stories you hear about them NFL players, crazy what they were doing before a game. I mean, NBA players too.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Marshawn,
you just respect them for that athleticism because like we wouldn't been able to go out and do nothing like that in that state. And these dudes was rushing for 100 yards. You know what I mean? Having the game of their life, just messed up. So
much of
tip my hat. Yeah, tip
um,
my.
so I see you got that LA on.
What's up?
Bron got the dub on the Warriors, boy. No AD, no problem. How you feeling about that, boy?
The
Woo!
king is here. The king has
Let's go.
always been. You know, I throw the Laker gear on for you. You know what I mean? AD, you've been playing very well. You know, we knew something was gonna happen. Yeah, I don't think you played a whole season ever in your life.
Right.
But to see Braun and them come out, squeak that win out, you know, it's a very close game. I will say that about the NBA, even though they didn't have the ratings, they had some good games.
Yes, the games were
The games were good. Like, I mean, the Knicks Spurs game was very good. Like, you know, the Lakers Warriors game came down to a possession. I didn't watch the Suns and Nuggets. That was a late game, but I worked the next day. But aside from that, we had some decent games. I just think the NBA struggles with some of the antics on the court. Buddy of mine sent me a picture of Draymond on the free throw line during the game. And he's getting boxed out on the free throw line. And instead of him just trying to get the ball, he grabs the two dude's arms and
He
just
hooks
to the
them.
ground. Like, it was like a double clothesline type move. And I'm like, why are we doing this in professional sports, bro? This is
He
something I
was
look at,
smiling when he did it.
bro. You was smiling and then gonna get up and tell the ref, like, no, that need to be a double foul. Like, bro, this is professional. This is something I expect to see at like a little league game, like kids out here playing around, tripping each other. Like, y'all are getting paid millions of dollars to do this, and this is what y'all decide to do. And y'all wonder why the NBA is struggling with viewership. I can't watch that, bro. I would rather watch women's basketball at this point.
Yeah, well,
I'm
women's, and I'll say that like because the women's league is putting out a great product. I'll say that Draymond, if they say the league's not physical, they ain't talking about you. But you don't do basketball
no,
because
you
he's
is
out
not.
there crazy. I hate he play like he ever played ball, and I was a football player, but he'd be like, man, you play like a football player. Like you're not a like you just out here tackling and doing all this crazy stuff. Like, do you know the rules?
No, it's like he doesn't even know what he's doing. Like, I think, buddy, like they really made me like that, bro. I gotta send you the clip. 'Cause I was literally like,
Oh, snapped it. I was rolling. I seen it.
I was like, why is this okay? Like, eject him. Don't let this back into your league. Like, we know buddy that had a long stint with, mental issues or whatever from last year. Like, I don't think he's there anymore. Like,
Yeah, he ain't tough like that either. He just be cheating because he tried to pull that stunt. I'm trying to think what the name of the team was. He was one of the Europeans. He was like really big, tall,
Nurkic,
and Draymond. Yeah, hey, he tried that mess with him, and he's like, nah. Hey, we gonna fight. We gonna fight. Draymond looked like
bruh. I mean, like I said, I did like Draymond, especially when he's at Michigan State. But some of these things he's been up to, like, it's like the worse he got at basketball, the more the wrestling came. And I'm
yeah.
like, you're making it WWE. It's to where it doesn't even feel like it's a real sport anymore. Like, y'all
Mm-hmm.
just feel like it's antic full. I look at some of these flops. I just seen Draymond. Oh, was it Andre Drummond got ejected, but they brought him back because they
Yeah,
realized Buddy
yeah.
flopped.
Flopped on him. He
And I'm like,
flopped on him.
right,
Oh,
y'all made this okay.
yeah,
Y'all made this okay, and then y'all want to wonder why people don't want to watch this. I want to see people go play basketball like we do at the park.
yeah.
Slapping if you ain't bleeding, it ain't no foul. And people playing through it. It's not this crying every 5 minutes. This just BS, bro. Like, I'm tired of it. And if my wife would probably kill it, but she probably love hearing me say this because I've had a hard time watching the NBA. To be honest, basketball, I love it, but she always tells me NBA don't start till after All-Star break. So
Right.
it's not surprising. The ratings have been tanking for the Christmas Day games. I don't think it hadn't been good since they had the T-shirt jerseys.
Mm.
And then they had good promo going into them. You remember the Jingle Bell shot? They were shooting from a three on a different goal. Ding, ding. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, that was when we were like, okay,
It's the Kobe
bro.
and Bron. Oh my God, those are the good days.
The
Back when
Grant
East versus
funerals,
West,
like, it was, bro.
he's doing some crazy jankiness. I miss the East versus the West, and everybody had their own regular jersey, and it was just mixed up. It was the problem is for me, they score too much points, and then you wonder like, oh well, I'm better than Jordan because I averaged 30 something points. Yo, everybody's scoring 30, 40 points. Y'all score 140 a game. Back when Jordan was playing and them other guys was playing, your 30 points meant more because you only had 80. It'd be like 85, 82. You're getting a third of their points. Your 40 points don't hold no weight if you're scoring 144 points.
I will say on the flip side of that, they shoot more threes now.
Yeah, that too.
I mean, you have more skill. You don't. I looked up a stat. A man at work tried to tell me, David Robinson used to shoot threes. David Robinson made 25 threes over his career.
Mm.
There's not an NBA center that they're taking more than 25 threes in a season. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? He made
it's probably in
25
the
over
home
his
stretch.
career. You know what I mean? So we're getting skilled players, and even back then, you had players that were just good at one thing. You look at the Dikembe Mutombo. They weren't throwing it to him on the block to go to work. He was a defensive shutdown guy. You can't have that now. You got to be able to play both sides of the ball. You know what I mean? So to me, the scoring went up when the skill went up. Like,
It went away.
I mean, the defense is gone, but in the same regard, some of these dudes is hard to guard, bro. Like, you know what I mean? They removed some of these things. They trying to make it they bring
Rules,
back hand
the
checking.
rules.
Yeah, they bring back hand checking. I feel like we'll see some of that change.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
the zone defense, I think coaches need to use that more. Especially seeing how some of these colleges are playing zone. But like I said, I think it's a different style of player in the league now. We're shooting a lot more threes. Wembanyama has hit 200. He's the fastest to hit 200 threes, faster than Steph, James Harden, and Ray Allen. He's 7'6", bro.
Yeah. His problem is he's not going to be able to last the test of time because his body, unless he picks up some weight. But
I think he will. I don't think he needs to go on the block. I think everybody's telling him, no, get on the post, and that's where he's going to get hurt.
I'm just saying because he's so tall, his knee,
Yeah.
like that part of it. That I don't think he'd play the game you play now because you're a baller. But I will argue this: the way the game's set up now, Jordan would average like 50 points a game, and he only got to shoot that many threes because he's coming to the cup. You foul him, now he's getting up the free throw, 3-point play every time.
I said the same thing about Braun if he went back in time. Braun is Karl Malone size, but runs like a gazelle. Who was going to guard him, bro?
Barkley.
Oh, come on, bro.
Yeah. I mean, you thinking about fat Barkley. I'm talking about
Barkley was guarding the buffet. Barkley wasn't guard. He wasn't nobody.
I'm talking about prime Barkley. He trying to play that man.
Barkley, I don't think Barkley ever made an all-team defense. Let's just say that. If he might have made second team. But I don't think he ever led the league in no steals, no blocks.
Led it in rebound and blocks.
He was 6'4". Braun is 6'8".
Yeah, but he was strong.
He was strong. There were other players that were strong, but they were not as fast as Braun. They weren't going to jump as high.
Barkley was fast. You're not thinking about prime Barkley. You're thinking about fat TNT. I'm talking about coast to coast.
Philadelphia 76ers Barkley. You catch that thing off the one bounce and bang on you.
Yes.
Yeah, he would do that on offense, but then he was a liability on defense.
Man was putting up 40 against Jordan in the finals. Jordan just put a little bit more.
That was big. Yeah, he was on the verge of big then with the Phoenix. Honestly, Barkley, when he left Philadelphia, that's when you really start to. He got better. To me, he got skilled. Yeah, but I felt like that's why them dudes were successful because they had that good old man game. I look at Karl Malone. Most of his points came off of pick and pop.
Karl Malone is what is he? One of the best scorers of all time, right?
He was number 3 now. I think number 4 is Braun, Kareem. I think it's number 3. Braun, Kareem, Karl, and then Jordan.
And Karl, he didn't play as long as them boys.
Karl, yeah. I mean, Karl got his shot. I mean, MVP 1 year or 2 years.
Karl was a problem. He just was a problem in and on and off the court because he was.
Yeah, stay away from the little girls, right?
Oh, that's crazy. You having kids with 13-year-olds. You ain't raised your kid. All that. On another note, because I'll kick Karl back in. He don't deserve no statue. He's just a disgusting man. Karl, you're a disgusting man. Mike Brown, man. I need to take a shot for Mike Brown because I feel like he's been getting wrong.
I find it hard. I think these teams are so built on, I'll take one, which
Mike Brown. Who? Mike Brown.
Hey, chill out. But to be the first unanimous coach of the year, like literally a year ago, bro. And then to go on a 5-game losing streak, the Kings are 13-18. It's still early in the season.
Yep.
He just took them to the playoffs.
It was a problem in the playoffs.
He's got a problem. Like I'm just like I don't understand it. I see it very much like the Adrian Griffin, Doc Rivers situation. Yeah. How do you fire a coach that has a winning record? So I think Doug Christie was their guy. He's always been their guy. I have nothing against Doug Christie because I've seen him two-piece your boy. So I don't want to get into that. Your boy Rick Fox, he gave him the work twice on the court and in something. But I just feel like some of these organizations are so hell bent on winning right now that they're not giving these coaches a chance to really develop their team. These guys could just be going through a slump. Like I said, they went on a 5-game losing streak. Their record is 13-18, and y'all fire him. Like I've seen people go on a 30-game win streak, and we ain't even talking about what they did before Christmas and the All-Star break. Look at the Celtics last year.
Right.
After the All-Star break, they went crazy.
Mm-hmm. Or the Bucks. They started
Literally. That's why I'm like, I don't understand it. So it's like, I think he will find a job. I know we talked about your boy Mark Jackson, how he kind of got blackballed from that, but I think, Mike Brown is a very good defensive coach. He's won championships, down in Golden State. I hate to see it. I feel like he was probably LeBron's best coach. You know what I mean? As a LeBron fan, I feel like LeBron really never had a decent coach. You know what I mean? John Thompson was on his way out. Everybody says Eric Spoelstra. I think he was just afraid of LeBron. I think about that little shoulder check he gave him on the way to the bench, and Buddy had he forgot he was on TV. So, I think Mike Brown was one of them ones that, could kind of give LeBron certain things on the defensive side. Now, do I think there's a coach that's, Bron isn't going to go in a timeout, let them drop a play and actually go do it? No. None of his coaches have been. David Black. Like, who is this dude? Like, he came from Italy or something.
They were just doing stuff.
Yeah.
Mike Brown is easily top 5 coach in the NBA right now, even after getting fired. Top 5. There's not 10 better coaches than him, period.
We'll probably say, who's your top 5 coaches right now?
Oh, that's tough. That's tough. That's tough. Mike Brown is number 5. I'll tell you that. Pop is number 1. Pop is he's undisputed. Let me think. I put Mike Brown I might put in 2024.
You gonna put Steve Kerr up there?
I put Mike Brown ahead of Kerr. Mike Brown ahead of Kerr. Yeah, it sounds crazy. It's radical. I feel like Kerr was blessed with Jackson's team, and when Kerr went down, people filled in and they didn't miss a beat. And you could tell it's because Kerr. No, I think that you've been blessed with great players, and if Brown was on the Warriors head coach for them years, he'd have just as many rings, if not more. He has a discipline. He went to the Lakers when they were beat down and got fired from the Lakers. I'm talking when Kobe and them, and they went to the playoffs and almost went. I think they lost in the semifinals. You fire Mike Brown, and then you became one of the worst teams in the league. Like, Mike Brown is legit. I put him ahead of, he might now. I'm trying to think who's better than Mike Brown. I put him ahead of Doc Rivers right now. Rivers, I'm putting Mike Brown ahead of Doc. Maybe not back in the day, but today, Mike Brown. Brown.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of Doc. I don't know what the hyper route Doc is. I do think
trash.
I do think there are some good coaches out there. But I could see he's definitely top 10. He's definitely top the coach. The record may not speak for it, but I think the influence of his players, the system he brings, the discipline he brings, me,
he's a shout out to Mike Brown, man.
Yeah, bro. You're gonna find a job before the year's out, bro.
I switched Mike Brown with a lot of coaches. And the Kings, y'all didn't know what y'all had. Y'all gonna find out.
I think they knew. They just wanted something else.
They better remember them Luke Walton days. They thought Luke was the second coming of Steve Kerr.
Man,
and brought him in, and he was trash.
Luke Walton's trash in the league and trash as
I used to hate, oh my God, as a Laker fan, I used to hate, he come in with a stupid, old school post, whatever dude.
Nah, but you know what Laker coach I could not stand? Darvin Ham, bro. Bro, he would get in these timeouts and write messages, bro. Like, I'm like, bro, we used to do this in middle school. Like, this man, we got a minute timeout. You know what I mean? We got to draw up the game-winning play or defensive play, whatever it may be. Hey, if they go to the corner, we need to try get them to push it out, whatever that may be. This man get down there and start writing. Contest without violence. Don't jump when they in the air, and we gonna be all right. All right? How are we supposed to? These are grown men.
Right.
This is not Little League. Like, bro, you're not that. You are not that. I don't know who saw what. I guess he's a hell of a salesman. Now, he
Yeah.
was a hell of a player in the league. Like, I remember seeing Darvin Ham break up plenty of backboard. So, Darvin, I do not want that smoke. But you're trying to
Tyrone Lue or Mike Brown.
Tyrone Lue, 100%.
You think you're a better coach than Mike Brown?
Oh, Mike Brown. I'm thinking Darvin Ham.
Yeah. It's close to you?
Yeah, to me, it's like neck and neck. I feel like Tyrone Lue doesn't have the rings Mike Brown has, but
He's
to
legit.
me, Tyrone Lue is very underrated. And what he's doing with the Clippers right now is beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yeah. He got a short end of his stick on a couple of jobs. So
Yeah.
What about old buddy from the Rockets?
I think he's still developing that team. I like where they're going. I'm a big fan of Jalen Green. The Amen Thompson. I can't remember which one plays which, but the Thompson brothers. I like both of them. I think they're still developing. So that's what I love to see about the coach. Let's give them a young team. Let them get the type of players they want, so they could develop their system, and then give them 3 or 4 years from that point, not 3 or 4 years as soon as they have to get rid of certain players because they're giving old coaches roster. You know what I mean? So until they can kind of get their system and, develop with the players that they want, you're not going to really see their system come to fruition. But like I said, I think the NBA game is tough to coach right now because you got a lot of divas. It's almost crazy. I will say though, I'm going to the game tomorrow. We're going to see the Hornets play. My man Carlos Lee, bro. Carlos Lee. What's my man's name? Something Lee. But the coach for the Hornets, I like Buddy, bro. I know he came from Boston. But seeing him interact with the players, I'm really enjoying what he brings. Now, like I said, we won't see it this year. Maybe not next year. Like we've had a lot of injuries, but I think he has a winning culture. He comes from winning, you know what I mean? He's seen it. He knows what it takes. It's just now I got to get the pieces. I got to break some of these old habits from some of these other coaches that really were just here for a check, low key. You know what I mean? Shout out, Steve Clifford. I like Buddy. I don't know how or why you came back.
Yeah, I don't like him. He keeps getting hired back. Stop bringing him back. Like they have no other options with him.
I feel like he has some dirt on somebody in the organization. He was, man, you gonna hire me, bro? I'm
I think some stuff I wasn't supposed to see.
Spill it, yeah. So I'm just like, Steve Clifford. I always not bad against you, bro, but you were just not a fit for the young team we had. If we had an older team, yeah, like we got young boys out here. They, they out here doing fashion shows on the way in the court, and to me, that's what the game is going to. But it's a young coach's game at this point. Like I shout out to Pop. I feel like this might be Pop's last year. Aside from the health stuff, you know what I mean? I just think he's developed enough coaches to where he can let them do their own thing. You come from, that we talk about the coaching tree a lot, you know what I mean? And if you got somebody pouring into you like that with the knowledge and you've seen them win and you sat by them in these boardrooms developing plays and talking about situations and watching film, like you learn this stuff from these guys. You know what I mean? You probably attest to this, growing up, you always had people that mentored you, you know what I mean? So it kind of shapes you into who you are today. So I'm appreciative of the Pop, but I don't think this is going to be a young man or older coach's game, coming up soon. So, I hate where the NBA is going. Like I said, I think it's a lot of antics that go into it. I still love basketball. I'm not going to stop watching, but there are things I'm just not going to be hype about. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be glued in watching it nonstop like I used to be. I'm going to be flipping channels. I might check, the Macy's parade or the Christmas parade in between. You know what I mean? Like that, and that's just what it is now.
Yeah. So on a different note, we'll switch things up.
Yeah.
A Dr. Ian Pearson predicts that women will be having sex with robots more than men in the future.
They're doing it now. Let's just be honest.
With robots?
Yeah. What's taking batteries? You got to plug it up and take batteries. You got to charge. You know what I mean? Now they got apps that connect to certain toys and different things like that. So, to me, I don't see, I'm not a woman, but, I feel like there are a lot of men out here that have maybe some issues in the bedroom,
Mm-hmm.
and women want more. And I feel like, you see these women with these different sex machines. We'll call them that, but we'll say robots next year. You know what I
And I
mean?
go from the roads to the robots, man. From the roads transition like that.
Like that, bro. So, I feel like they're already doing it because, man, we ain't doing what we supposed to do in the bedroom. You know what I mean? It's been a very, I would say, I think that act is a very male, how I want to say this, I guess, generated,
Mm-hmm.
thing. Cause it's like, once he's done, it's over.
I want to, I just, I don't want to be Debbie Downer.
Go
Y'all
again.
seen Terminator. Y'all seen Terminator. Y'all seen iRobot. Like, this can go all bad. And, like, this is, again, I'm not a woman, so I wouldn't know. But it seems like that could be a dangerous, scary situation. You got that robot in there going crazy, hit the wrong button. He going AMG mode. He going crazy. You trying to hit the stop and it malfunction.
You said AMG mode, bro.
It going crazy. Robot going ham. And you trying to hit the panic button. You over here. Hey, stop. That mode, he don't care. Because ain't like it's going to get tired.
Hey, that man's Johnny 5. Overload.
No. And then it's going to desensitize the woman. So now when you finally get, when you try to hook up, I don't want you. You've been beat up by this robot. What I'm supposed to do? That thing ain't even in. Shout out to episode 3. It ain't in that situation no more.
But I mean, on a side tip though, like, how many women really need men nowadays? If that's what they're gonna get out of it, a lot of women making decent money. They're making some making more money than men.
Yes, a lot of them.
They don't need to have somebody provide for them. But if they need that release and they're going to get it from something that may look like a man or be able to perform to a different level of a actual human,
Yes.
and it's getting them to a point to where they've never been before. You know what I mean? So it's like, I think that's why we've kind of seen that transition up to this point. You know what I mean? You think about what it was back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
They had like machines on a damn rotator just going to work. You know what I mean? Got a dial and all this stuff. So it's like, now they just put legs on it.
And it's not like it's hard metal robots. These things, like not that I've seen it personally for me, but I've seen they had the woman, the robot like the woman, but it's like real skin, and the dude was smacking ass. That thing was ripping. I was like, my God, technology is crazy, right? And then you see the thing on, I ain't seen it yet. It's a TV show.
That wasn't no robot. It was a doll. You know what I mean? It wasn't.
Walk around and move. So you know that. So you seen it too. You seen it too. Tell it on yourself. I'm like, how much does this cost? Can I put this on my wish list or not? Because you're going to act like you tired. I'm pulling that doll out like that episode of that TV show I want to watch. I ain't seen it yet. But I'm going to watch it. So I get it.
But there's a movie that, if you haven't seen it, there's a movie called Good Boys. And they need to buy like this drone joint. Well, Buddy decides to sell his parents' sex doll to this weirdo. But it was like $8 bands. I'm like, ain't no way, dog.
And stuff's not cheap.
No, I know. Just
hard.
For about 15 minutes.
That little doll had me up here. I mean, he out of here. For real, for real. I'm like,
Yo,
crazy. Crazy. Ain't got to hear no mouth, nothing.
hey, just put her back in the closet.
Yeah, so you just wash it off. It need to, yeah, how's it clean? That's all I want to know. I just need to know the cleaning function. Then you go get my money.
You wash it. You take it in the shower with you?
It should have a thing. You just take it out and you spray it and you put it back in. I put it in the dishwasher with the dishes. If it's dishwasher friendly,
Dishwasher safe, bruh.
I'll
Hey,
put the box in the dishwasher, man. That's how you get the money.
I'll get it, bring it back to life.
Yeah, but I'm saying if they can have it, we can have it too. But you're right. It nowadays both men and women are more career focused. They're not really dependent on the opposite. So if I'm working 10, 12 hours a day and I don't want to deal with your BS, I'm calling. I'm speaking in if I was a woman, I'm calling the robot up. And he's I wonder if it's like retractable, like you can pick your poison with it. Like on a good day you can just like it. I'm never mind.
I mean, you might as well finish the thought now. It's rich on your mind, brother.
Hey, on my mind.
You a wild dude, bro. Retractable.
What kind of day am I feeling like?
We got the crank a ding dong 3000.
Yo, hey, you feeling like a French fry, or you feeling like
Are you going for the adolescent, or you going for Mandinga? What are we doing?
Yeah. Yo, just say that is crazy.
Man, I guess you got to work your way up to certain levels. You know what I
They
mean?
gotta, baby steps. You gotta crawl before you walk.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. The world's going crazy. You know what I mean? Nobody really do the romanticizing no more. You know what I mean? When the last time you put on some music, lit some candles to romanticize your lady? It was I got 15 minutes.
All I got is 15 minutes.
Make it happen.
Yeah. It don't even need that, but the bot.
Now it's on you. Now you gotta you get performance anxiety. You know what I mean? Robot, he comes straight off the plug. Just unplug that man, wheel him over.
Ain't no cuddling. Just put it back in the closet or under the bed.
Yeah, you ain't gotta make no sandwich for no robot.
You just gotta make sure it's charged.
That's it. Plug them back in.
Light bill crazy. How your light bill go up $35? All right.
Now you
That's
got
in the mankind. You know, like Planet of the Apes, how the monkeys. That's how it's gonna be robots, but they ain't gonna kill us. We gonna stop reproducing.
Hey, bro, we need to get the patent for the solar sex bot.
Yeah. We feed it water, feed up the sun and the wind off a wind.
Hydropower.
Plug it into a wind chime. Charge it up. Charge it up. About to get nasty.
Hey, right. Oh, he's one now. Yeah, he better be ready in 10 minutes. Hit him with the fast charge when he did. Like,
that's he gonna get the hamster wheel out here, the little rat running on the wheel, juice that thing up. Wild out here, man. But we
plug him to the plug time to do the pedaling to get them charged. You know what I mean? Hey, in the exercise, you get exercise. You know?
Right. So it's time for everyone's favorite part of the show, the QA with the experts, King Bold and myself. If you need advice, this is where you go to. We're going to make sure you were straight. We're going to make sure you get the answers you need to get through life. So we'll start it off. Young man, he's really worried about this girl. He hit up and said, I think my partner is pulling away, but I'm not sure if it's just stress or something more. How do I approach this without pushing them further away? See, he got a deep voice, so that's why I did it.
Oh, okay. I got you. So, partners pulling away. That's never good. It could be multiple reasons. Maybe things just aren't good between you guys. Not sure. Maybe she's got a lot on her mind with work, different things like that, especially if y'all live together. I'm not sure what the situation may be, but one thing us fellas don't like to do is sit down and talk about the hard conversation. You know what I mean? So if it is you and you got to hear about it,
Mm-hmm.
you gonna be it's gonna kill your self esteem. So, my advice to you, um, maybe you make plans with your significant other. You know what I mean? Not just like to where you're asking her what she wants to do. Just come home one day and be like, hey, I need you to be dressed by 5.
Yeah, take charge.
Yeah, just run through that. You know what I mean? I mean, not run through that, but just just assert yourself. You know what I mean? Like, take control of the situation. If they pulling away, pull them back. You know what I mean? If that's what you really want. So, do things out the box. Be spontaneous. Send her
Mhm.
flowers Wednesday. You know what I mean? If you really feel like you may be losing your lady. So, I mean, there's some different tactics you may be able to use. I'm a fan of, hey, just come home, already have something planned out. Something else good, just get up, leave. Be like, get you a little telly. Have her show up at the telly, be like, hey, be at the bar at this time. Wear this dress. Then you walk down and y'all just do, maybe it's some role play. Maybe y'all know y'all gonna meet there. Just keep it spicy, you know what I mean? Because I mean, at the end of the day, we all want that attention.
Mhm.
And we all want to be made feel special. So, if she's pulling away, maybe somebody else might be making her feel special. I'm not sure, you know what I mean? So it's the biggest thing is just assert yourself. Take that back. You know what I mean? Take your control back. So, um,
Take control back. Oh, you spitting. You spitting. You made me some real stuff, man. Let me pour it up.
so
Pour
I'm icy over here. I gotta finish this bad boy.
you made some very good points, and I agree with everything you said. I think one thing, viewer, that you got to understand is you can't get complacent in a relationship, and that's on different levels. So, one, you can't be complacent on as far as your actions toward your partner, but you can't get complacent in yourself. So you gotta make sure that you're still sexy. Pause. You got to make sure that you're still dressing good, smelling good, keeping up yourself, because sometimes you get too comfortable around your person, and you're not. You over here farting in your beater, and you're not brushing your teeth and whatnot. And she going work husbands telling them everything they want to hear, laughing at everything they're saying, and telling you everything what you're doing is wrong. So you just got to understand that part. So first step is make sure that you're in order. Next step is like King Boat said, get your romance game on, but you got to make sure yourself is tight. Build yourself up. Make yourself a little bit unavailable. They'll notice it, because when you're chasing somebody, sometimes they don't want to be caught. Sometimes they want to be the hunter too. So you got to make yourself a little bit more appealing. Then things will work out. So we're rooting for you. We're rooting
Yeah,
for you. Worst case
you can.
scenario is, hey, get your bread up and get you one of them robots, because they fucking.
I'm dead, bro. I'm dead. On a serious note, my man, uh, Hollywood said it best. Definitely want to, if it's your appearance, change it up. You know what I mean? We've all been in relationships. We get that relationship weight. Maybe I hit the gym a little bit. Maybe that little pudge is pudging a little more than it should.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So your physical appearance in Hollywood, you know how it is. Both being married, sometimes you do get complacent. Hey, I got her. What I gotta change up? You know what I mean? But you gotta keep it spicy. Keep them guessing. Keep them on their toes. So I
Yep.
like that.
Hey, I like it when they on their toes. In the words of Diddy, I like it when you're shaking and shaking. Nah, I'm joking. I'm joking. Next question.
We're not taking any of Diddy's sayings. Ever.
He said, I like it when you shaking and shaking, daddy.
It was like, wow, this will be the last episode of the podcast.
Yo,
I'm
we got another one. This is the work environment. Veronica called in. She said,
okay. You got the opposite sex now.
uh-huh,
Okay.
my boss keeps taking credit for my ideas. Should I confront them, or is that too risky? King Bart, I'm going to let you address this one first.
So there's two different approaches you can have with this. To me, approach is everything. I feel like you can get results, but maybe your approach in certain times or the way you go about it may not be appropriate. So if you, depending on your relationship with your boss, you may need to pull them aside one-on-one. I'm a fan of the element of surprise. If you have an idea and you feel like someone's taking it from you and it's time to showcase that idea, maybe you don't give them all the facts. Maybe you don't give them all the statistics that they may need to really sell this idea. And then when they're challenged on how you got that and they don't understand, guess who they gonna look at?
Mm.
You know what I mean? So sometimes you gotta play that Jedi mind trick. But I will say, I think having a face-to-face conversation is the best way to go about it. No matter what your relationship is, I think, definitely in the workplace, you have to have boundaries. And I feel like, some certain ideas may lead to different promotions or, you may be looked at differently. So,
Right.
and that opportunity is definitely key. And if you feel like you're in that situation, I think you need to talk to that person. Now, depending on how they react, if they give you, the cold shoulder and say, hey, if they acting like you ain't nothing without them or whatever, then you go with my second approach. Okay, I'll give you an idea. Here you go.
No.
Now figure it out.
Yeah. This is funny that this came up. I had this happen to me in a previous job role company I'm no longer with. No longer with. So I'm gonna just put that out there first. And they were still in my ideas. And I said, you know what, Self, because it's frustrating, you're working hard.
Yes.
I've been I said, Self, what can I do? So I got real elaborate on some inaccurate shit. Gave him wrong information. Now, it sounded so good that it was right, but it was wrong. Boss got fired. I got hired. Win-win situation. That's what we're here for.
Ruining lives. Exactly.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes, man.
Nah, that's facts. I feel like it's a dog eat dog world out here. You know what I mean? Now, I've never been in a situation where a boss is taking it. I've had a peer. We were in conversation. I was like, oh, I think this would be cool if we did X, Y, and Z. And then it's not even like I hear that person bring it up. I'll be talking to somebody else and they'll be like, oh yeah, so and so had this great idea. And then when they say what I told them, I'm like, all right. Now I'm not giving nobody nothing in my, you know what I mean? Now I'm just, oh yeah, run with your idea. I think that'd be cool, whatever that may look like. You know what I mean? So it's it's a couple different approaches you could take with that. But Hollywood, I do like yours. I ain't gonna lie. Like I'm all
Ah,
about I'm all about that setup game, especially when it's elaborate. When you out here being a Riddler,
yeah.
you being real devious with statistics and everything. But I'm like,
Yeah, you got to play. Folks, make sure you continue. You continue to send your questions in on our YouTube, on our Instagram. We are now on TikTok. We're hitting
yeah.
every platform. We're tackling. We said, hey, if TikTok's going to get banned in a couple months, let's go ahead and tackle it. So go ahead and subscribe to our TikTok, but make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube.
100%. Please subscribe, hit that like button, hit that bell, get those notifications for when we post. Like I said, we got the shorts for days, but if you really like what we talking about, or you got some topics that you may want us to talk about, maybe it's not, anything personal that you're going through, but maybe it's something that is near and dear to your heart that you would like us to touch on, or just give our opinion on. That's what we're here for. It's a watch list.
Yes, we're here for it. So want to give the group a heads up. New Year's is coming. We're going to have our New Year's special. We're going to be blacked out. You already know what it is.
Yeah.
We don't take days off. We keep it coming. We keep the content pushing. Got tongue twisted. I got excited. There's just so much going on. New logo, new theme. We'll have new guests on. We're doing a lot. But one thing you're definitely going to see is King Bold and myself. So we're going to keep moving the needle.
100%. One thing you can count on with the watch list, Hollywood, boy King Bolt. So like I said, I like what y'all saying. Continue to subscribe, tune in. We're gonna be here regardless. You know, we're gonna be.
No doubt. All right, y'all. Well, good episode, and we'll catch you on the holiday special for New Year's.
Hey, Hollywood, holla at you, bro.